Hey everybody, it's John Ziemba, and in this video what we're going to do is we're going to work on activating our smart plans by using the Kelle guide. Before we get started on smart plans, it's always a good idea to come over and click on your name in the top right hand corner, click on settings, and we're going to check on your marketing profile because a lot of the issues that people have with the items showing up properly is because the information isn't correct in the marketing profile. So we simply click on our name, then click on settings, and then we'll come over here and click on connect settings and marketing profile. Once we're in here, we can just simply give a double check across all the items in here and make sure that there's text in every spot that there needs to be. So there's places that are not required in your marketing profile that are required in other areas when either setting up items like smart plans or even like your website. So items like your agent license number, professional job title, your bio. Of course, you're going to need your phone numbers, your office numbers, your email. You will need a website. So even if you don't have a website right now, you're not sure what your website is because you haven't launched it, just put google.com here, or HTTPS, and that'll allow you to launch it and you can come back and change it. So I just want to let everybody know, just put some value there. Well, we want to make sure our brokerage name is correct, brokerage phone number, street address, all this information. You need some item here in the legal footer text. So I just put my name. So John Ziemba is a licensed real estate broker in the state of Illinois with Keller Williams Momentum, and that's what I put for my legal footer. Some of you guys will have other other regulations depending on the area that you're from, so you can either add a link or add the text right in here. If you add your social media links, make sure you add the full link, including the HTTPS. The last item here is your mobile app, and you want to make sure you have the HTTPS version, and also you want to make sure that there's not a space at the end. You can have the slash or not have the slash, it doesn't matter, but you just want to make sure there's no spaces at the end. So I'm just clicking save to just verify all my information has been saved. So once I've done my double checkup on the marketing profile, I can click on the red KW in the top left hand corner and then click on smart plans, right? So after we click on the red KW in the top right hand corner, we'll get the menu to slide out. It will tell me what these icons are. I will click on Smart Plans. And once we're on Smart Plans, what's important to understand is that we have a home page. Now yours might not look exactly like mine because you may not have transferred or created any Smart Plans. Right now, by default, if you haven't done anything here, you'll notice that there's also a library option in the top right hand corner, top right hand side here. When I click on library, you will see all the smart plans that have been created by KWRI. So think of this as a library in your, one of those old traditional libraries. Well, what you have to do in order to check out a plan or be able to use it, you have to add that smart plan. So after we complete the Kelle guide, you can come in here and you can add the smart plans. And when you add the smart plans, so for example, like the quarterly call, you'll notice that it's a lighter, the text is lighter than it is here. And if I go over to my smart plans, what you will see is I have one called my quarterly call plan. So to get started, we're going to come over and click on Go to Smart Plan Kelle Guide. And we're just going to walk through this. What I find is just the easiest thing to do is just to come in here and then we scroll down and click on Get Started. Now, if we filled out the marketing profile, all the information should be correct. And we can double check it here. I'm just going to click Start at the bottom right hand side after I scroll down here. And it's going to show me kind of how the header is going to look. It'll ask me for a website. So again, if you don't have a website or if it doesn't let you add that one in there, you need to add that in the marketing profile. You can keep coming through. We'll hit next. Hit next again. Again, I'm just scrolling through this. I know it's all correct. Now, this is important. When we get to the configure accounts, you want to make sure you have a configured email. So this is the from or reply to email anytime somebody anytime somebody sends an email out. This is who the email address that they will reply to, and this is the new command email this is created. Also, if you have a Twilio account, which is for text messaging, you can connect it or make sure that it is connected. You can see I have mine connected. If you don't have it, it's not required. We're going to hit continue, and then it's going to say enable smart plans. And I don't suggest that you actually add contacts from here. I think you should I'm just showing it all for you here. I would just come down and I would click next. and then click continue just so that we're done with this process. Once we're done with this, we can click on the X in the top right hand corner. Okay. Now our smart plans have all been set up. We've completed the Kelle guide. And now what we can do is we can come over to the library. And for example, if I wanted to add, let's see, what's a good one? I'm going to add the home anniversary smart plan here. I just click add smart plan. It's going to say, what do I want to call it? I'm actually just going to change the name to KWRI so that I know where it came from. And it's called KWRI Anniversary. I come over to my smart plans, and what I will now see is that smart plan is now in my library. Now there's a couple different ways to add contacts. I can add contacts directly from here, but I really can't add more than 50 contacts at a time, no matter what direction I do this at this point. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come over and I'm going to show you the alternative ways. So I can come to contacts, which is just the second applet or icon here. I'm going to click on contacts. And if I'm on the contacts page and I want to add this to multiple people, so for example, if I'm going to run a smart plan for an email, I might want to add it to everybody in my database. I can come over here where it says show 1 to 10 and then click on 50 contacts. And this will allow me to add up to 50 contacts at a time. Anytime I select one or more contacts, I get the bulk action menu. So once I do this, I can simply click on select bulk action. I can choose the option that says add to smart plan. And now I can select which smart plan I want to choose. And again, I just would hit confirm, and then it would automatically add those people to that smart plan. Now, if I just want to add it to one specific contact, so for example, here's Aaron. If I want to add a smart plan to him, I can come here and I can click add to smart plan, and I can choose which smart plan I want to pick for him. So I'm just going to choose KWRI home anniversary. I can hit. I have to have a home anniversary date, just like I have to have a birth date if I'm going to add this person. So let's add him to another smart plan. I'm going to actually add him to my quarterly call plan here, and now I can choose when I want that to start or if I want it to start immediately. Okay. You will also see this option is when you come over here and you're going to add this to multiple contacts, and I click on add to the smart plan. So let's just say I select promote my app. It's going to say, do I want to start now? Do I want to start on the following date? And do I want to stagger over the next few days? So if I was doing a call plan and I didn't want all 50 people to appear on the first date, I could say, hey, let me do 20 or 30 contacts on day one, and on the second day we'll do the remainder of them up to whatever this level is. So I just picked like 10 contacts on day one, and I had 50 contacts chosen. It would do 10 contacts a day would show up in my tasks. When I have a task-based item that is required to do, in order to see that, I would come over here and I would click on my tasks, and I would see that they would show up here as a to-do item. Also, when I'm on my home page, this will show up all my tasks that are to be done or past due. So anything that's due today or past done, they will also show up right on my home page here. So that's a brief overview of our smart plans.